Where's the dip? Dark area. Darkness. Okay. Drain by drain is osmose. Electrocute. Try Thundergra and Evra. Costly punch. Okay. Nothing else exciting. That's fine. How are we doing with it? I already have darkness. Darkness. Got it under control. Stop is maxed out. I could swap this up with something else. Oh. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Let me only be one tonight. Let's see. What was I gonna say? Sorry, I'm a little sleepy. I am working on getting through probably still. Walking pneumonia, which landed me in the hospital a couple days ago. By the time this one, I mean, if you're watching right now, which I don't think I've got anybody on right now, that was a couple days ago, but by the time I put it up on YouTube, it'll be like last week or so. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm happy with that, I think. A little bit of the weather. Buy a little ice cream with a lot of it. What you gonna do? Let's see. I think we're, I don't think there's the volume on the TV. Let's fix that. There we go. There we go. Hey, Aerith.
You're gathering materials, right? I'll be tending to the flowers.
Okay. Yeah.
Now you behave yourself.
Okay. Oh, I can keep looking at it.
Now you behave yourself.
Right. But yeah, so we're looking for, we're gonna try and make her a flower wagon.
There's more of you. Well, what are you waiting for?
Activating combat mode.
I could definitely use these parts to make a flower. Defense would be helpful. Real pretty handy to gather the flowers and display them. We could probably also use the nozzles as bases. All possibilities here.
What are these?
A new automated weapon. They detect and attack monsters. Arms development deployed them. They're Midgar's anti-genesis copy measure. The copies inside Midgar have mostly been eliminated by them.
Impressive. But then why did they attack me? What? They can't tell the difference between me and a monster?
No, not currently.
How annoying.
They'll fix it eventually.
By the way, Tsung, you're annoying too. You were spying on Aerith, right? What? No comment?
Turks take care of Turk business. If you want to go play with Aerith, you're welcome to do so.
Hey! I'm not playing! I'm fulfilling my duties as soldier to protect...
Hey, mister! I heard you're making a flower wagon. Make it real fancy, so Aerith will be surprised.
Wait! This is for... to protect Aerith! Hey, Song!
Let's see. The stuff we're still missing is... tools, wood, tires, instructions. First, I think we should get some tools. We might find some on the ground here. Around here, there's some perfectly useful stuff just lying around.
We need tools, wood, wheels, and instructions. Collect the bag materials in Sector 5, Slum Market, the church entrance, Sector 8. So you can build a wonderful flag wagon prayer. Alright. So, growing up, my dad is in construction. So honestly, looking around the slums here, this has got lots of great stuff.
Hey, found something.
Yeah, why not? A camera.
This camera's all busted. Probably not in work. There's a name on here. T-S-E-N-G? How do you read that?
Zach, do you not know how to read his name? It's not like a timer on this, is there? Okay. Oh, anyway, oh yeah, we would go around the neighborhood and collect bits and bobs sometimes.
Found something.
Okay. Let's take a look. That's the helmet.
What is a trooper helmet doing around? Could it be? These are the slums, all right.
Jesus, did someone get murdered? Oh.
Hey, found... Oh, that's a good find. It'll come in handy, I'm sure.
Got some tools.
Good job, mister. You found some good stuff. With those tools, you can make a flower wagon, or even a Shinra mat.
Why do you know that?
We should get some wood next. Something that's really sturdy, but looks kind of nice too.
Oh. Okay.
Wood, huh? Could we find some just lying around? Oh! Over in the slums market. I saw some wood near that shop.
Oh, hold on a minute. What was it? In the slums market, there's some wood lying around or something? I don't remember that.
From what I hear, there was once a picture-perfect Midgard dream that came true. It was a romance between a waitress and the president of Shinra. But apparently, that romance ended in tragedy. The fickle Shinra president eventually dumped her. I guess for every dream, there's a reality waiting to crash in.
So, you found something of value on my turf, eh? You got a lot of guts. I'll give you that. It's all good. First come, first served. That's the law of the slum. If you're looking for that boy, he went towards the market. Picking up some wood, he said.
The woman who was abandoned by President Shinra died a few years ago, I hear. I would have loved to talk to her. It's really such a shame. But
I wonder what this
I
story.
hear the woman actually had a son. The father has to be. The son is nowhere to be found, but I'm sure he has no love for Shinra.
Rufus?
From what I hear, it was a romance between... Oh, but I wouldn't...
So, it's all... If you're...
I used to have a friend that claimed he was the Shinra president's son. It sounds like a made-up story to you, right? But his claim wasn't totally groundless, because a woman who was once the president's lover actually lived in the slums. If my friend is still alive, he's going to want revenge for his... These days, there's been a lot of incidents at the Shinra company. Maybe I should move out of Midgar. Go live a quiet... You know my friend who said he's the president's son? Maybe he's the master... I used to have a friend, it sounds like, because a woman...
Huh. I mean, Shinra's son would be Rufus, right? So... I didn't realize he was just illegitimate, but... It does give him the power of Shinra one day. Personal announcement. 07. Official notification of the change in status of piloting personnel. Lazard killed in action? And Hollander killed in action. Okay. Across the plot line here. Do you have something to tell me
This
about
is the
Rufus?
Sector 5 slums. From the slums market, you can make your way above the plate. This is the Sector 5 from the slum.
Lately, the Shinra companies. I heard that in Junon, a bumbling first let a criminal get away. Well, I guess it has nothing to do with us, really. Lately, the Shinra. Well.
Actually, I have a girl back home. Even after moving here. I really want to see my girl. But Nibelheim, it's just so far away. Actually, I have a girl back home. Even after moving here, I write to her all the time.
So, if you've ever read, what is it? I think it's called Two Paths They put out a book that was basically a dual story of Tifa kind of giving her past up until present day type of thing, and Aerith doing the same for her. So in Tifa's story, you learn that there's so you see a bit of it when if you've either played through the original that far, when they go to the point where they reminisce, or if you go to the part, I don't think they get to it in the backstory in the remake yet. Sorry. But at some point they flash back. Tifa and Cloud are from the same hometown. If you're getting it all live from the remake, this is not something they go into great detail in the game, but in the story it goes into detail more about the other kids in the town. So there's at least 3 other boys besides Cloud that live in the town, and all of them at some point were like, hey, you know, we're gonna go off to the big city and we're gonna make it rich, and then we're gonna come back and see about marrying you, Tifa. And but in Tifa's story, she says they never actually, none of the boys that went off to Niflheim, I'm sorry, to Midgar to make it big, they never wrote home, so she never ever got an update on how they were doing, where they were at in life, that sort of thing. So I wonder if, like, Tifa is the girl in Niflheim. The way she tells the story, there's like all of 5 kids in town, and it's her and 4 boys. It's the 3 boys she hangs around with, and then Cloud, who kind of both hangs around and doesn't. He's kind of is a bit of an outsider in a lot of ways in town. And then the other characters, there's no, like, the old people in town, her master and her dad and her cat. So I'm wondering if this is one of the guys that went to town to make it big and never wrote to you for home.
Uncle came back safe and sound! He said a soldier guy from Shinra came and beat up the monsters!
That's great news. You'd better thank that soldier guy, huh?
Yeah!
So this uncle of yours, what's he like?
Uncle always wears really nice clothes. He's stylish. His house is up in Wall Market. Inside his house, everything's all shiny and golden. He told me that his job is being a Don.
A Don? That's a strange job name.
Is your uncle Don Cornelia? Shoot for the stars. Use your... Oh. Use your imagination. No, that took some eternity to read. Am I think I'm allowed to go this way? Sector 6. I didn't say anything of use was in Sector 6. If I go this way, what happens? I'll make that kind of stuff, you know.
I am a proud Wutai trooper.
Are you now?
I eat soldier and Shinra troopers for breakfast.
Do you know?
From today, there's gonna be 3 of us playing soldier, but... That new boy is always bugging me to play this guy named Zack. Have you heard of a Zack in Soldier? I've never heard of a soldier member named Zack.
You're not gonna explain yourself, Jack? Hey, new kid.
I like that we have more members to play soldier with, but that kid only likes minor guys.
I was gonna say before, do you think that the monsters are attacking Zach because of his hairstyle choice?
I heard fan club members will soon be receiving exclusive rare photos of Sephiroth. But isn't it amazing? How did they manage to get photos of Sephiroth? It must be the chairwoman's work. I'm thinking that she must have a close relationship with Sephiroth. To be close with Sephiroth, I'm so jealous. Oh, new mail already.
Oh boy. Let's see. Memory of the Silver Ones. Sephiroth is known to value his private life, but there was a time where he had two best friends. He'd like to share a story of this threesome guaranteed to raise a smile. The soldier trio would use the training room exclusively as their playground, but in order to retain their first-class dignity, they would sneak in only after the second-class members had gone home. They would proceed to have one of three stand with a dumb apple on his head, while the other twos would throw their swords at the apple piercing. Sephiroth always won, his Masune always striking every dumb apple at dead center. Hey, there are no pictures.
Piercing an apple with his Masamune? He's such a bad boy. But I love that about him. Yes, I do. But
That's how we're deciding bad boys nowadays. Piercing apples. Alright, so we talked to you. Yeah, I think we talked. So where's the new kid that likes Zach? I want a side of having a wheel for him. Can I get that wheel? How about that wheel? I need those two wheels for the cart. Okay, alright, so I guess I gotta go to Walmart to figure that out. There's a wheel. There's a lot of wheels about, actually. I don't know if they're the same size. I could make something else. So yeah, we would used to, as if when we were kids, like, gather up, stray bits of wood from all over town and then take them out into the woods and make forts and stuff. It was a good time. Hey, lady.
Welcome, shopper.
Yeah, someone here. Oh, Susie William. Sorry. Where am I?
I guess that's how this friend of mine was able to get out of Midgard, safe and sound. My friend is amazing. He travels around the world, looking for rare items and stuff. He keeps a record of his travels, which he calls his struggle log. It's the funniest thing I've ever read. I guess that's how my friend, he keeps...
Doesn't make any sense, but okay.
You! Oh, no, never mind. I'm just a Shinra trooper on patrol.
That's super suspicious.
Oh!
Okay.
Outside this gate is a big but deserted street. To the right, there's a park. And to the left, there's an old crumbling church.
Hey, step right up, mister. Welcome. We've got a lot of great prizes lined up today. Wanna play?
I don't want to play, but I'll play one. Oh, yeah.
Okay. A the 6 people. If the number you win. Oh, by the way, for a few extra gil, leave your fate to the stars.
Let's see, it's gonna be 5.
All right then.
Here's my guess. No, it's 2. You know what happens.
All right.
Thank you. And that's the tissues. Well, here's that wood. You know what? I'm gonna come back to the wood. What do you want me to do? You want me to pick up shit? Stuff.
Damn it. There's material.
Oh,
yeah. I had a feeling about you just need a collector. So, should I?
Okay. Oh, no thank you. I don't do that.
All right, let's get started. To make things easier for you, I asked everyone in the neighborhood, so use those fast...
Wait, I have to pick them up, right? Do I do it differently? Oh, X. There we go. Yeah, I missed it.
Nice, your time. So anyway, all right, come.
Okay, I did one more time.
There's material. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, you just need
make back what I just lost on the kid.
All right, to make things so you. I see you found up and wow. So anyway. All right.
There we go. There's a bunch of wood over here. I'll come back to you. What you got, lady? You got words for me? What do you got?
You can also get to the Sector 1 station from this exit if you want. If you take the train. If you want to go shopping, I recommend Loveless Avenue more than the slums.
I'll come back for the wood. I don't know if the wood is going to set something off. I want to see if I can figure out what everything is first. Excuse me. Hey, dude.
The train is finally here. Thank good. If you take the train, you can make...
Before the Mark 170 was modified more than 5,000 times to keep it operational. But it's been put out of service now. Did you know? You can still see it, sitting quietly in the locomotive graveyard.
That's not gonna be.
My brother knows a lot about a lot of things. Ask him anything about Shinra trains and he'll know.
Forget how to get out of here. There we go. Oh, here we are. Yeah. Falling apart. Those copies Honda made at Attack Shinra. You know that Director Lazard financed Honda with money he embezzled from the company? Seems revenge against the company was the motivation for both of them. I can understand Honda wanting revenge, but why would Lazard? He climbed up the ladder while he was still young, and he was always a decent guy. What could he have had against the company? I do remember him writing about ill blood in one of his mails. Speaking of climbing up, the president's son already made vice president. You think Lazard was after the VP's chair? New Shear? Chain of command. Zach, where are you? Have you heard that Director Lazard passed away? He was such a good man. May he rest in peace. I wonder what's going to become of Soldiers' chain of command. I'm actually a little worried about the future. Who do you think I should follow? I think you, with your sunny disposition, would be the man to look up to for leadership in these uncertain times. I'm following you to the end, Zach. Aw, that's nice. What the hell are we here? Okay. Hey, man. No more stuff.
Hey there, little cutie pie. What do you say we have some fun together, yo?
I don't know. The face is a 3. The rest is up to what's in his wallet.
I don't know that I needed that subtitle, but okay. Let's see. Oh, so I was talking before about. Oh, wait. Let's see. I'm looking for some stuff. Let's see. Stuff. We got stuff. Making a flower cart, or I think my pickings were a little bit better in the slums, but that lady said there was better shopping up here.
I heard the Silver Elite were accepting new members just the other day. I didn't have the slightest clue. There's a reason people say the fan club's an urban legend. They don't make it easy for people to join. Still, it has to be worth all that trouble and effort. I promise you, I will become a member. I heard, there's...
Our fan club received funding from Genesis's family to carry on our activities. But suddenly, we lost all contact with them, and now we can't keep up with the operating costs. There's no way we can carry on with our activities. Genesis, I'm so sorry. That's not... Our fan... But son, there's no... Where would we find a rich fan club? Do you know? I mean, we were the richest fan club in the city. But now look at us. The only assets we have remaining are the leftover stock of our Benora apple jewelry. Where would we I mean... But now look at us.
I mean, I'm rolling in it. I could bank a club.
This is Sector 8, the place for entertainment. If you walk from the fountain toward the clock tower, you'll get to Loveless Avenue. If you go up the stairs there, you can go to the Sector 1 station. From the station, you can catch a train to the Sector 5 slums.
Could be something of value in the Shinra, huh? Or if nothing else, I can drink some
Right now,
potion drink.
we are at the general public. How about you?
Yes, please. I still want a water bottle that looks like that.
Right now, the general... How about...
I don't know. I like it. No, I have one.
My boss has he's inspiring, don't you think?
But actually, he's a daydreamer and a loose cannon.
Your assistance is much appreciated. On behalf of the City Planning Department, I thank you. I will make an official request for soldier assistance at the next Shinra board meeting. If you start seeing missions from the City Planning Department, I hope you'll take them on with zeal.
Shinra plans to establish rocket engine as the next step in industrial development. Manned rocket Shinra number 26 is in full production with a projected launch in a few years. The proposed model for Shinra number 26 is on display in the exhibit room in the Shinra building. Development is proceeding steadily, and our pilot, Sid Hyland, has begun training. Ah! I know Sid, he's from the other gang, yay!
Good day to you. I hear you're from Gongaga. You're 6'1" an only child, and your hobby is doing squats. Uh-huh. Interesting. Oh, please, don't mind me.
I'm on your radar now, am I?
Welcome to the Shinra Building Information Center. Please come see me anytime.
That's okay. Let's see, rocket ship. Okay. Oh, the rocket ship, where would that be? Hey, man.
Ever since the recent attack, building security has been tightened up immensely. Please let me know if you see anything suspicious.
I saw a guard in a market. That seems suspicious. That's a rocket, huh?
Sid
Sweet rocket.
has supposedly begun training already. But really? It should be me in there. Shinra took away my dreams of going to space. And that, I do not forgive.
Are you gonna come do something crazy later? Let's see it. Crest marker over there? I see a crest marker. Let's see. What is in here? Anybody else have something new to say?
This is the Hardy Daytona.
Hardy Daytona.
This state-of-the-art motorcycle features a VDOH engine developed by the Arms Department. Its output is so powerful, the average person would have difficulty handling its monstrous horsepower. In this case, the machine chooses the rider.
Ooh, now that's a mean bike.
I've been training my lower body just so I can ride this beast.
Aren't you the guy downstairs that we're thinking was slacking off on mailing duty? Hello, 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 hello.
Hey, you! What's a scientist doing loafing around here?
You're just a doll made by the science department. Do not speak to me.
A doll? You're saying Soldier is a bunch of dolls? I can't let that slide, buddy.
I have nothing to say to a soldier battle drone.
Come on now! We protect Midgar and fight the good fight all around the world. Unlike some scientist reading his research notes at his desk all day, I make real contributions.
One question.
Huh?
Why are you here, exactly?
Zach, can you talk?
What's up?
spike in monster sightings around Midgar and Calm?
Yeah, I've heard.
Apparently, those monsters were once held by the Shinra Science Department as study samples.
Seriously? So you're saying these monsters busted out of Shinra's cages?
You think they could? On their own? The Shinra building security system isn't that lax.
But then...
The company has decided to cover this up with a massive soldier deployment to eliminate the monsters. I'm sure you'll get the call soon too. But for now, keep this quiet.
Right, got it. Shinra monsters, huh?
Mission about monsters, eh? Okay, now. Well, I guess let's go upstairs. Okay. Soldier photo. What do I need? Wheels and tools. Wheels and tools.
I can't believe it was Director Lazard that was financing Professor Hollander. I looked up to him. Among all the department heads, Director Lazard was Heidegger, Scarlet, Palmer, Reeve. If any of them were my boss, I'd have quit long ago.
That's fair, honestly.
I can't believe it was
Well,
Director
like
Lazard
Reeves,
that was financing Professor. I looked up.
When I was still in science, I heard a strange rumor going around. What we believed to be the ancients actually are not. Only the top brass knows the truth. But I've been curious about it ever since. Until a few years ago, there were many other scientists besides Hojo, and it seemed like they were all in competition with one another. Thanks to that, many scientific discoveries were made, and Shinra grew to become what it is today. Apologies to Professor Hojo, but that's the consensus among us vets. When I was still in, only the...
Today, we are going to test your physical... It's important that we make accurate evaluations of your... Ready for your physical...
I don't want to squat. I don't want to squat. I don't want to squat anymore.
Director Lazard is gone from the... He turned his back on Shinra. I can't believe it. He said he'd make me first after my next good eval. Guess not. If I'm going to be second forever, I don't think I can take it. Director Lazard, he...
When I heard Director Lazard was financing Professor Hollander, I was shocked. I know the Professor has a grudge against Shinra, but was it the same for the Director? I owe the Director a lot, so I'm curious. When I heard Director...
Hey, can you leave that with us? Oh yeah, if you want, you can... Come Commencing materia. All hands. Ready, sir.
Always a good game.
Main engine.
Anyway, I was reading
Concentration rate
two
increase.
pasts.
Aye,
It was a good time.
Output.
It was kind of interesting, you know, talking to different people that I'm like, I wish they all had names, because, like, there's a whole section of the book that kind of, goes into, like, if you ever saw, what was the name of the Kingsglaive movie for Final Fantasy 15? Where you're mostly, like,
always count on you to come.
the main characters are,
the materia rooms perform. Really, you can't.
Silence Blade. A lot of the
can you?
like side characters or just like soldiers or assorted just people that work. What happened?
Forget.
Oh, I can just tell them that I don't want to watch and they'll give it to me.
Still just.
Okay. Wait, there was one last guy I didn't talk to.
The more I learn about materia and how it's created, the more I believe that Mako energy may be evil. That's how I feel about it right now. And you would think that it's hard to continue doing research carrying that kind of baggage, wouldn't you? But you get used to it, you know? Scientists are just not good at turning back. The more I learn, that's how, but you get...
Okay, here we go. Let's see. So anyway, you do also talk to a lot of people that,
if I'm going to be...
Trina went to... When did we talk to you guys about?
Have you heard the news about with Director Lazard out of the picture? Soldier's chain of command is in shambles. Get this. There's even talk in the upper circles of merging Soldier with the security department. A merger with the security department means we're gonna be put under the command of Director Heidegger. I'm not sure that windbag is a suitable replacement for Lazard. Oh, why couldn't it be Director Scarlet? Have you heard the news?
Originally, I was with the security department. Because I wanted to work under him, I transferred to Soldier. The director was a
Don't mean to click through them quicker than they actually speak. It's this weird thing where I either forget to click because I'm expecting it to turn on its own, or I'm like kind of tapping my hand against the X and winds up fast and forwarding through them before I mean to. Hello.
Right now, the Soldier Director's office is being thoroughly searched for evidence. Turns out, the actual mastermind behind the attack on the building was Director Lazard. I can't believe it. He seemed like a nice person. Guess you can't judge a book by its cover. Right, and it turns out,
I'm embracing my dreams. I've decided to stay in Soldier a while longer, so I can become an operative like you. My first goal...
This is the one we got from that talking to the scientist guy. Might be handy. Let's take a quick walk along the mushroom. Oh, treasure.
Activating combat mode.
Monsters. Got quite a bit.
Conflict resolved.
There.
Oh yeah.
Map looks like. Nope. Map looks like. Let's see. Down. Okay, down. I go all the way down for that other treasure chest.
Activating combat mode.
There we go.
Conflict resolved.
Got him.
There you go.
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way. Hey, later.
Quick.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Activating combat
What
mode.
is man of getting up the birds apparently.
Conflict resolved.
The end.
Nope, wrong way.
Activating combat mode.
Ooh, that looks terrifying.
Got him. Hey.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, but I was talking about the book. So anyway, there are sections of the book that deal with, like, just, you know, boots on the ground type of guys that work at Shinra.
Activating combat mode.
Times like their hopes and dreams, their day-to-day situations, stuff they go through. Talks about like when they were searching.
Activating
so like,
combat mode.
again, if you, I think we do see it actually in the first one. Yeah. At some point when Aerith gets grabbed by Shinra, we get her ungrabbed, and I think Cloud collapses. He like passes out at one point, and they bring him to her old room to rest. And so you can see she's got like drawings on the wall and stuff like that of whatever the.
Oh resolved.
Oh, they just don't like that. Okay. Of the promised land of you know the land of the ancients and stuff like that, where supposedly where they lived and stuff. And so in Aerith's part of the book, you find out, well, when she was a kid at some point, not to spoil too much, but something happened, and then she was drawing these pictures. So when she drew these pictures of these different areas, Shin was like, wait to the researcher in the exhibit room. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Am I able to do this? Or is this beyond my level here? Let's try.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, that's one-shotting me? Oh. Nope, okay. So that is beyond my current ability. Abort. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Huh. Okay. So I'm just trying to do something this way. Tires. I have tires. What's this do? These four. Okay. Alright. Okay. Sorry. I think I talked to her already, so we could say to talk to that guy again. I don't need to go to the director's office, do I? Excuse me. I want to save in case I do.
This area is currently under investigation. If you have no business here, please move along.
You know, there's something that's always bothered me. Director Lazard reminds me of someone else I know. Who could it be? I know I've seen that face somewhere. I know I've seen...
This, if you have no business...
The investigation has revealed that everything we knew about Lazard was a lie. This was a man with a near impeccable reputation. It seems we just never really know about people. The investigation,
So Director Lazard was funneling money to Hollander. I guess we now know the reason why the Turks pay so much better than Soldier. So Director, I get...
ever since the recent attack. Please let me...
And this guy. Hey, man.
Why do you and Soldier risk your lives in battle? Were I in your position, I would find it unbearable to have to fight for Shinra.
Well, being at the beck and call of the company can get tiresome at times.
The Cetra. Have you ever heard...
Cetra? Never heard of it.
The Cetra will return to the Promised Land. A land that promises supreme happiness. It is said that the Promised Land is fertile with an overabundance of Mako energy. If we seize the Promised Land, we would have all the energy we need without Mako reactors. The Cetra are thought to know the exact location of this wondrous Promised Land.
Oh, come on. Sounds like a fairy tale.
The science department has invested vast amounts of money to study this fairy tale. Even at the risk of making the most inhuman of sacrifices.
I'm not getting you, Doc. What exactly are you talking about?
My point is only this. Shinra deserves to perish.
We've been looking for you. I've come here to take you into custody.
What's going on?
This man has been releasing test monsters from Professor Hojo's laboratory, with the intention of having them attack Midgar.
What?
Truly, the research conducted by the science department is tantamount to sacrilege. We must atone for our sins. That is all.
That doesn't make sense! To atone for our sins, Midgar has to burn?
We had even sacrificed Afalna, the last surviving Cetra. To atone for that, destroying a city like Midgar is a bargain.
He was the number 2 guy in the science department, after Professor Hojo. He was always a well-respected member of the science department. So why?
Wow, so that was a lot to unpack. So, Afalna is Aerith's mother, not her adoptive mother that we find her with in Sector 5 slums. But Afalna is the Cetra, like the last living, I guess, Cetra parents on both sides, whereas Aerith, I'm blanking at the moment of who was the male donator, since obviously she was kind of raised with that father person. I don't remember if they stated. I feel like they probably do at some point. I don't know for sure. I know Hojo, I think, is technically the genetic father of Sephiroth, and Genesis, for all the mummy talk of Sephiroth. The woman that actually bore Sephiroth was Vincent's wife. Damn, I'm blanking on her name too. It's a lot of hard to remember names in these games. But so Cetra, so Afalna and Aerith were held captive here at Shinra for quite a while, and we do get like glimpses of that in the first part of the remake and in the full game type of thing. In the old game, the original version of the game, and when Aerith is born, they kind of go into, in the Two Paths books, they kind of basically just point out,
Right now,
Hojo was
we
kind
are
of like,
running a spot. The general. How about?
you know, I have bonus sector now, you know, so I can be less careful with the sector I've got, type of thing. Because he was running experiments on Aerith's mother that were, I don't know the nature of all of them, but like Aerith's mother would come back like sick and in horrible pain and stuff like that. And that was why they eventually decided to try and escape. But while they were there was a time frame where Aerith, however you want to say it, was drawing these landscapes, and so like that scientist guy was saying, that we were looking for the promised land at these terrible cost. So they would take these images that Aerith drew, because they were like landscapes and stuff like that, and they would basically take up a photograph of what was essentially a sketch, right? Like, so she would, I don't know how photorealistic was, but I guess enough that you can get an idea from the area. So they would take the photos of those and then have people, they were volunteered, but there was like basically a bounty if you found areas. And so they were like, these are areas that may be potential sites for Mako reactors. So, people can go, like people that volunteered to be in this program could go to these coordinates, and you have like a photo to try and like match up with the landscape to give you an idea of whether or not there's something worthwhile there. And then they drop you off in a helicopter and they come back and pick you up in 10 days, whether or not, you make the appointed meeting time or not. That's on you. Hi, baby. You cooking over here? You cooking? Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's my good girl. Hi. Hi. Oh, it's a good girl. So anyway, they send these guys out, but you have to remember that, like, Soldier and all these, like, police force type things, they're not necessarily as much to police the city, though that is a function of them, but the world of Midgar is full of, like, monstrous creatures. Like, anytime you're, like the slums are on the floor level of the landscape, and you can see that monsters get in there all the time. Obviously, two monsters get in there because Shinra releases them, but the world, like anywhere beyond civilized territory, just like towns and stuff like that, is just chock full of monsters. Like when you're walking around the world map, you run into monsters all the time. And even if you're, on the fringes of a town, you could run into monsters. Like, all the different, like, towns and villages would also have, like, their own kind of patrols and whatnot going around, trying to keep the neighborhood safe, or the area, their town safe from monster attacks. So, like, this is not like, I'll go into, the woods and, like, odds are not impossible, I'll run into like a wolf or something, but I've got my, I don't know, big flashlight and loud noise to scare them off. This is a world infested with monsters, so this was like essentially suicide missions, but they were offering big enough bounties that people were like, hey, I'm gonna try my luck about it. And if you sent somebody like, say, Zack's fighting level out there, he might have a fair shake of it, but that wasn't the skill set of most of the people being sent out on these things. So most of them died. Most of them that survived got exposed to dangerous levels of Mako if they were quote unquote lucky enough to find something. and then Mako exposure, Mako poisoning, that like, I mean, the end result of that is either you die, or you wind up like those guys with the like you see them in the first game wandering around, that they're like in those cloaks, and they've got like the numbered tattoos on them. That's kind of like, if Shinra finds somebody with Mako poisoning, they continue their own experiments on that. You know, in theory, they're trying to cure it or see if there's ways to treat it. But eventually, they just kind of turn loose their test subjects at that point, because I always tell if Shinra work something over, because they always tattoo it to it. They tattoo to the test subject a number of the experiments. So it's just what they do. So that's how you know the people in the black cloaks and whatnot, they were all worked over by Shinra before they were kind of released back into the wild for whatever reason. But yeah, so like lots and lots of people were lost to that, and it's not even like Shinra pays some level of like if you die in battle, your family gets something. Like Shinra has something like that for people lost like fighting Wutai, because they're at war with Wutai as well. But you know, some of the people that went missing or died from that sort of thing, then the families wouldn't find out what actually happened to them. They would get that kind of like, oh, your family member died fighting the war. Here's your your packet for that. So like, it wouldn't even necessarily be that if you die like that, it's not even necessarily that somebody's going to recover your body and bring it back to your family or something like that. You're just going to be essentially disappeared.
What are you doing here? Something up?
Zack, have you been made aware? As of late, Wutai remnants are trying to form an anti-Shinra organization.
The Wutai?
Yes. It's evidently being spearheaded by their Special Operations Force, the so-called Crescent Unit. Their scout units are now posing as civilians and are acting as spies.
Crescent Unit. Oh, those guys.
There are a total of 6 confirmed spies. They are lurking somewhere here in Midgard. We're following all the leads that have come in, but we still haven't managed to locate them. We appreciate the help. Now, let's split up and search. Here's the intel on spy number 1. We know that he's hiding somewhere within Sector 8. If you find anyone suspicious there, please detain him. The Wutai are masters of disguise. Don't be fooled by appearances. Here's the intel on spy number 1. We know that the Wutai...
Guess what? The other day, I caught a rumor about the Chocobo Prince. His name is Joe, and his jet black Chocobo is called Hyperion. Apparently, he's pretty famous within racing circles. He made his name riding in the amateur Chocobo racing circuit. I'm sure in a few years, he's gonna be a world-class jockey. I should have gotten an autograph.
This is the busiest part of Sector 8, nicknamed Loveless Avenue. Loveless is considered a literary masterpiece. They've even made it into a play. This is
Give me 1 second. Okay. Alright, we're talking to people. We talked to you. Yeah, okay. You know, someday I want to read this love list. I've also read Final Fantasy VII On the Way to a Smile, which actually takes place, I guess parts of it take place kind of during, and then the rest takes place after the events of Final Fantasy VII.
Very soon, the Loveless Study Group will become the official Genesis fan club. The days when we were given dirty looks and couldn't even recruit new members, those days are finally coming to an end.
You know, that other fan club is having money problems right now.
I don't care. We had financial problems at one time, but they didn't lift a finger to help us.
Well, they said if you agree to merge, they'll give you Apple jewelry. They have lots.
Apple jewelry? Very well. If they're willing to go that far, then that's enough to bring us to the table. Don't misunderstand. I'm not selling out for jewelry. I was just profoundly moved by your passion. Don't misunderstand. I'm not the negotiator.
That's nice, y'all making up. That's good. Like it when fandoms work them things out between themselves. You again.
Am I right here? It can hit 140 mph.
Can I read it?
It's got a good engine, of course, but the real secret is in those tires. Am I right here? It's got
Can I have the tires? Can I have the tires? It's for good cause. It looks like a good time. The beat! Midgar, the smash hit musical. Oh, I want to see Midgar the musical. And then there's Air. Air is too tiny, I cannot read the subtitle. Chocobo. Show. Air again. Studio White. Anybody seen somebody hiding, being a secret boy?
You're with Soldier?
Oh yeah.
Nothing to see here. I'm a civilian. And what is it? I told you before not to talk to me.
You seem like maybe you're a little scared of something, or something. Is there something okay? Yeah. Somebody special sage. Can you help? Hello?
Damn, I'm blown.
Oh dear.
This is Zack. I found a Wu-Tai spy. I'm on you.
Stop right there. There's nowhere left to run.
Where were you hiding that halberd?
Excellent work. The Wu-Tai spy we caught is already being interrogated. If we get any further intel on the remnants, I'm sure there'll be a follow-up mission for us to go on. Here's the intel on spy number 2. This one got a hold of a Shinra army uniform and had infiltrated the Shinra building. We've been searching for him all over Sector 8, but there's no sign of him. Because his cover's been blown, I doubt he would go back to the Shinra building. But
that could be the guy we saw in Sector 5. We can go check Sector 5. Are you guy?
Loveless.
No, we've talked. You and I, we have talked. Oh my god. Strange that I have not considered this yet. Is there like a quest? Like, what am I currently working on situation? Or is that, DMW? No. That's it. That's it. Let's see. Is it one full page? So I'm only missing 3 people at this point? 100%ed with Ifrit, Bahamut, and Chocobo, and Tonberry. Isn't 100% with Aerith yet? Oh, okay. Getting there. You Wutai guy? Excuse me?
This is sent with you if from the state.
Alright. I really just talked to everybody in the Shinra Tower. I don't think it's either one of you. Oh, you know, I didn't go up these stairs though. There's somebody hiding here.
The inspection team has arrived in Midgard without incident, sir. My comrades on the escort detail also arrived safely. I'm grateful for soldiers' support, sir. In my heart, there is only respect and admiration. Incidentally, my comrades on the escort detail appeared quite exhausted, sir. To go from Midgard to Corel Village and then back again must have been extremely tiring. But they said the hardest part was attending to the inspection team's needs and demands, sir. A brute named Magnum, or Bullet, was apparently the most trouble, as he insisted on asserting his leadership, my comrade said. Incidentally, my to go...
Alright. Hey, here's Spy.
Again. I have to say, Shinra has built one convoluted. I mean, come on. 2 elevators for a building this size? It's complete.
There's only 3 floors. Right? I can't go up there. Although in the other game there's so many floors. So many floors. So many floors. Okay, let's see here. What would we say? Hurry here and eradicate. That's right. Should probably end this one and start a new one.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on!
Bring it on. Kapoosh. Yabba. I didn't even see you there. There you go.
Oh yeah!
I should be looking forward to this.
Activating combat mode.
Oh,
Oh yeah! Resolved.
the darkness seems to be a pretty good
Activating combat mode.
music spiel. I remember doing that back in the day. I thought it just blinds you.
Activating combat mode.
Oh
Conflict
yeah!
resolved.
Anyway, this way. Okay.
Activating combat mode.
Oh
Conflict
yeah!
resolved.
Hang on, buddy. Should be at least one more treasure chest out here. Oh, there's some wheels. I need more wheels for my car. Anybody see the treasure chest? So I should have 2 treasure chests. Got 1 treasure chest.
Activating combat mode.
Okay.
Target resolved.
1 treasure chest. No, I don't want to put the mission. I just want a treasure chest that has been indicated to me. Right? Yeah, 1 of 2. There it is. Okay.
Activating combat mode.
And in the darkness. Nope. Forgot to catch. There we go.
Combat resolved.
Oh, I took a little damage, so I didn't get to have my damage restored to me.
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way!
There we go.
Combat resolved.
Okay. Poison test. Alright, that was, that was the only one of that one. Okay. I guess the rest, you say one might be in this building, I guess. Or one in the uniform. I want to check that one down by,
Ooh, pipe it. Ever since the please let me.
Alright, I'm gonna check down in the slums because that one guy was super suspicious, remember? Oh, but wait, this is new. This is the one now. Okay. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna save. Alright. And then I'm going to end this one and start a new one immediately after. So the screen will go off, but I'll come right back. So I'll return. So I like to keep these to be about an hour apiece, and this is getting on to be an hour and a half. So I shall return momentarily.